Can I call you baby? Can you be my friend? Can you be my love?
What's up, everyone? I'm Kurt Hugo Schneider, and you're watching Sing It Forward, an exciting new platform for aspiring creatives and singers. To give you some backstory, Cara DioGuardi, former American Idol judge and Grammy-nominated songwriter, and her nonprofit, Inspire Nation, teamed up with Cover Nation, a leading social community for emerging music creators, to launch Sing It Forward, a unique vocal performance challenge that benefits both aspiring artists and raises funds for critical mental health and wellness resources. Cara and Cover Nation wanted to make it easier for aspiring artists to get access to the hard-to-open doors of the music industry and provide them with a platform for visibility. So they launched Sing It Forward. Sing It Forward is a vocal performance challenge unlike any other, with the mission to empower artists who are brave enough to be vulnerable in their music and inspire them to share their stories online. Over the past 2 months, thousands of contestants recorded live performances of an original or a cover song and told us why it's personal to them, sharing it publicly on socials with the hashtag SingItForwardChallenge. Every submission was reviewed and 8 semi-finalists were selected and given the chance to go one-on-one with an incredible panel of artist mentors, giving each semi-finalist the chance to receive valuable guidance many artists wish for, and prepare them to record a second performance that will go before our panel of judges, including Cara DioGuardi, Pete Gambar, president of A&R at Atlantic Records, and Bonnie Hayes, chair of Berklee College of Music Songwriting Department. Beyond providing our 8 semi-finalists the incredible opportunity to receive mentorship from our talented artist mentors, these 8 will have the chance to take home prizes, with the winner receiving a one-on-one consultation with Atlantic Records president of A&R, Pete Gambar, a Berklee College of Music Summer Session Scholarship, a $1,000 gift card, a 1-year subscription to Level, a global music distribution platform, and headline Cover Nation's live stream series, Takeover Tuesday. Prizes aside, it's important to note that Sing It Forward is helping to raise resources for their friends at the National Alliance on Mental Illness, known as NAMI, to benefit and assist in the formation of a Youth Ambassador Academy that will help young people become advocates of their mental health and well-being. These Sing It Forward artists and mentors wanted to help fund this academy for NAMI as a step towards normalizing conversation around mental health, helping youth take ownership of their own mental health and wellness, and to inspire young advocates on the issue. So far, Sing It Forward has helped raise over $100,000 for NAMI through generous donations from Warner Music Group, BMI, and many other anonymous supporters. And we'd like to please ask you to give whatever you can to help us hit our goal of $300,000 to build a new Youth Ambassador Academy. Whether that's $1, $5, $10 or more, every dollar counts and will aid in the development of critical mental health resources, something that's vital to the betterment of our world and, for many of us, our music. To learn more about NAMI and their mental health and wellness resources, head over to nami.org to learn more ways to support yourself and others who may be in need. We spent the last month going through all of these amazing submissions, which you can watch a highlight reel of on Cover Nation's YouTube channel, and here's some of the ones that really stuck out to us, including our 8 semi-finalists.
Golden hour every hour. Wanna watch you grow into a flower. Oh baby, you might not know it, but you got that power.
Because of you, I was weak and broken down on my knees. Because of you, I couldn't be me. Twiddle my thumbs and stare at the ceiling. Probably dumb to share how I'm feeling. Had a good run while I started healing. Now I'm sober as hell, but
it's really hard to tell how you've been feeling lately. I know. But one thing I can tell is your life's getting harder, baby. I know.
whenever I think of you as of the first lost to you weren't a heart all alone, or just some stepping stone. I can feel my body, my mind's fabricating while I sit here shaking in my seat. I won't let you beat me, take my breath away, I'm stronger than you make me out to be. There are blank spaces saved on my wall for you. Sometimes I pretend that I don't see them. I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. And you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying 'cause you weren't around. But I'm not fine, burning myself every night. I give into my other side.
Drowning in the noise, it gets too violent. Oh, I'm lying to me, I just want silence.
Oh, please stop hitting me up for homework answers. It sucks, 'cause you only want me when I'm giving you something. I'm static on my mind, static in my head. I've been such a mess lying in this bed. And everything I do, it comes back to what you said. Yeah, everything is fine. I'm more than what's on the surface. You made me believe I was just a good time. Large crowds and boys make me nervous.
Playing would you rather when it comes to fire? You always said that you prefer to drown.
Let's get inside your mind. Close your eyes. Let me take over and step aside. Hands are tied, brain is fried. System is dead, so let's get away to a place won't feel safe. Unlike the kids who we've all got our demons, and we've all got our reasons for dealing with this heavy baggage the way we do.
Now, let's take a look at Conor with his alternative style, lofty falsetto vocals with his mentors, Alex and Jack from All Time Low.
I heard you have an amazing performance, and I think, are you down if we watch it?
Playing would you rather?
Yes.
Yes. That's sick, dude.
Such a vibe. Such a vibe.
I love.
Thank you.
I love the camera looks coming in the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the whole thing.
Thank you so
had the whole
much.
thing nailed. The aesthetic of it, the setup for the shot is great, which is like above and
Yes,
beyond.
thank
Like,
you.
you know, someone says, "Hey, do a performance of this song," and it's like, not only do you have to do the song justice, and you did, but like you also set up this entire scene. It was so like beautiful and well done. That's like
Yeah.
you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the game for sure.
Thank you so much.
Your falsetto work is so strong. It's something that doesn't always come natural to people. It took me so
Yeah.
long to figure
It
out. how
took
to
you
do
a
that.
while. I remember, Alex.
What is your guys' first song you guys ever wrote that you guys were confident in?
Yeah, it's a great. I don't know if anyone's ever asked us that. It's a great question.
Next up, let's check in with Jay Allen and his silky vocals with his mentor, Charlotte Lawrence.
Oh my god, your song is amazing. I've listened to it 100 times.
You got me blushing over here. I partly did this competition because I was like, I want her. I'm gonna talk to her.
It's so amazing and it's special with just your voice on the piano. You really hear the words, you can hear your voice. And I think when you produce it, like keep it minimal, keep it sparse. It's so beautiful. The lyrics speak for itself. You don't need a lot of stuff, but harmonies on the chorus would sound incredible. So talk to me about what your main influences for songwriting are.
Typically, I'll sit down at the piano and I'll write the story.
I had to literally pinch myself from not singing long.
Let's take a listen in on Sydney Sherwood's powerful yet velvety vocal tones and mentor grandson.
I have been designated, appointed your mentor slash guru slash friend for this process. It might be worth experimenting with addition through subtraction. I feel like your voice is so powerful that you come in belt like with that deep kind of like belting soulfulness, and it stays up here the whole time. You know, it comes a little bit down on the oh no, here it comes again, but your voice is going oh no, here it comes again, it feels like, and it stays here as far as the tone of your vocals go.
I love doing like more live stuff like that because I feel like that's when people get to really hear the song and my vocals.
I'm here. I'm a fan. I can't wait. I'm gonna start the new Instagram fan account. I'm ready.
Next up, let's take a listen to Jessa Pontier's unique dark vocal tone and her mentor, Lzzy Hale of Halestorm.
Your voice is beautiful. You have such a great rich chest register, and but then you're not afraid to bring that up, and you definitely didn't have any fear in your eyes when you were hitting those high notes either, which was great. And it was a really cool twist of you know, there's been a lot of songs with titles that are called You, but I love the fact that you're talking about it in this second person. You're talking about somebody, and then it's almost like you look in the mirror and you get to that end, and it's you. That was so beautiful. I really enjoyed a lot of that.
I saw all the like mentors when I was looking at it, and I saw you, and I was like, what? And it's like, it's just crazy. It's crazy to even think that like I'm actually talking to you right now. Like it means the whole world to me to hear this stuff coming from you.
Next up, Cameron Lane with some great storytelling and emotive vocal dynamics, and mentor Ingrid Andress.
Wow! Wow, very cool. I'm still wrapping my head around. It's just such a unique way of describing like feeling used by people, you know? And I feel like a lot of songs talk about that, but I haven't heard one that is referencing homework, which is dope. To me, at the end, I would much rather hear you be more like emotional almost, instead of worrying about having to do all the gymnastics with your voice.
I was kind of wondering about your transition from being just a songwriter to an artist.
Performing is really fun. Songwriting to me is something that lives on forever.
Yeah, this has been amazing.
Now, let's go take a listen to JAVON and his smooth yet upbeat vibe with his mentor, Pink Sweats.
Look. You're my sunshine in my darkest days.
It's a vibe, bro. And like something I would say to work on is just a little bit more repetition in the verses. Like I get the lyrics, but like the melody, it's like the sealer of the envelope. It's like you trying to send a letter, but you left you didn't lick the back. It's like the letter can fall out. You know what I mean? So like the melody seals the message. That's how I feel.
I've been really trying to just like own my voice and own myself and like just go for it, you know?
That's what's up, man. You see, I like your energy. It's like very light and pleasant. You got me. I got you.
Not Pink Sweats singing my song, what?
Next, let's go take a look at Alexander Hensley and his super fun, quirky pop style with mentor Tayla Parx.
Well, I would love to hear it. Do you guys want to go ahead and cue up the video?
It's really hard to tell how you've been feeling lately.
The one thing that I would say, you have a lot of great parts, but I don't know which one to latch on to. So I would say, I think you have like maybe like 6 different like melodies or whatever, and there's a few different hooks in there. I would say, look, choose one as a post or one as the hook. You can always turn the other one if you love the melody into a whole new song. And what about your songwriting process?
I usually just kind of like let it flow, basically.
Just keep doing your thing, man. Just keep doing your thing. Keep growing. Work on that. If you only got 2 minutes, you want to make sure every moment is intentional.
Next up, let's take a listen to JANIE with some honest vocals, relatable lyrics, and mentors Corbin and Jack from Why Don't We?
There are blank spaces
I love the line where you're like, I wish there's rain so I could blame the storm.
Definitely a sad song.
No, but
Hey,
real
those
though. Real.
those become the best songs though.
Totally. I mixed it myself. I use a
Nice.
lot of reverb.
No, I was gonna say, I feel like your lead could have had a little more reverb. Yeah, your lead vocal.
Really?
I feel like you could have. Yeah, you should go back into the session and experiment with like a super bright like chamber reverb. I feel like it'll sound super airy and super like light on your vocal, and they usually have like a long decay, so it sounds like you're in like the clouds or some shit. That song is a really great start. If you want to classify that as if it is the start, that's a really great start. Just keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Well, there we have it. We've had a chance to see how each of these 8 semifinalists spent their time with their mentors discussing their artistry and craft, which I'm sure was a super cool experience for them. And now it's time to throw it to our judges to review each of these talented semifinalists' new or adapted performances and pick our Sing It Forward Challenge winner.
Hi, I'm Cara Diaguardi, and I was thrilled to be a part of Cover Nation's Sing It Forward that they hosted for my nonprofit, Inspired Nation.
I'm Bonnie Hayes. I am currently the chair of the songwriting department at the Berklee College of Music in Boston.
I'm Pete Ganbart from Atlantic Records. I head up the A&R department at Atlantic, and I am thrilled to be joining Cara and Bonnie today.
All right, guys, I think we have a really difficult task ahead of us. There was such great talent. Do you guys want to see Conor's finale video? Let's start with Conor.
Hopeless, depressed in my room. Emotional mess, I hope it will be over soon. Every time my life flickers, I think I'm going away. And I know I'm gonna die because it's fate. All my friends hate me, and I know that they'll try to show me sympathy, but it never shows.
What I love so much about Conor is you can just tell he's very comfortable in his skin. At 17 years old, he knows how to be his own artist. His lyrics, his melodies, his presentation, to be that young and already be unique is really far ahead. And I think the more that he can stay true to his art and continue to write originals, because for me, there was no comparison of what happened between his cover and his original. He just has all the markings of being young, great artists.
Yeah, I have the same response to this performance and to the his application video. This is a person who understands and uses his voice to amazing effect. He's able to really invest in a performance and let it have a lot of nuance. I also feel like the songs that he writes go along with his voice, and then the way that they're produced and arranged and the way that he performs them also go along with it. So it's a complete package that's really artistically aligned. So we don't get jarring kind of, wait, what's that? So it feels very in tune with who he is as a person. I really love the song too. And I just want to mention that I think his songwriting, he's got a great handle on creating emotional songs with very little kind of fancy pants stuff, which I really appreciated in his songwriting.
I like that he really came off as a real artist. His falsetto is awesome. Even the fact that his initial presentation video was a Phoebe Bridgers cover, it just felt authentic to me. He looks great. His vibe is great. When he did his testimony video that we looked at, he's very likably odd, which I loved. He's got beautiful eyes, which I loved.
Mm-hmm.
And musically, he's following his own path, which I think is really great.
His video was so charming, when he was talking. I just really instantly liked him. I believed him.
Just one of those guys who you root for too. And at 17, to be that comfortable in your own skin, that is the making of a great artist.
100%.
Noise, all this noise infiltrates my mind. Can't get no sleep at night. Through adversity, divinity wards off the things that bite. Call out, guide me through the wilderness. Fall out if the storm arrives. I'll close my eyes and say, can you cover me? I'll let you be my shelter when night falls. If the enemy comes out to play, will you keep me on?
I really felt that pairing Sydney and Grandson was the way to go. Sydney has a bold, powerful voice. She's very emotional and a great songwriter. I think that for her to become the artist that I think she can be, she needs to work more on orientation. And Grandson is very skilled at how to take his songs and songwriting and put them into something that's very unique on the performance side and on the visual side. He really takes time and cares as much about that as he does about his songwriting and his records, and it shows. And if Sydney can take a page out of that sort of playbook, I think she's going to really reach the level of artistry she wants.
Yeah, I have the same. I feel that her voice is spectacular. And I also like her voice as a songwriter in terms of what she's writing about. And I like her sort of melodic constructions. For me, I would love for the presentation to be more developed and more in line with what she's singing about. And I agree that that's the place for her to be working in the future. But fantastic vocalist. And I also like that what she's doing is a little bit, it's not like in line with the Hot 100 right now, which means she can change the Hot 100, right? And I think that that's a really kind of interesting thing for an artist like this, is to go, I'm not going to line up, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the paradigm.
It's almost throwback rock in that way.
Totally.
Yeah, it is.
Totally.
It's very rock.
What I liked about Sydney is that she's got a great natural tone. There's a huskiness to her vocal that really comes through. And there was a lyric that really caught my ear in the first song that she did, the song Creep, where the lyric goes, inhale, exhale, count to 10 before the thoughts creep back in, which I thought was a really, really great concept and a really great relatable lyric. But I agree with both of you guys that there just needs to be a little more development in terms of who she is as an artist with the overall package.
Fiction is only for something is reality. Trying on every fit like a high-priced pair of designer jeans, but I don't let superficial change one ounce of me, 'cause I am who I am, authenticity guaranteed.
I absolutely love Jessa's dark, big tone, and I thought that she would be perfect to be paired with Lzzy, who also is just a powerhouse vocalist. And they both are in this lyrical space of, you know, accepting who they are and this sort of, again, empowered theme. And so I felt really that they would benefit, that, you know, Jessa would benefit from Lzzy. I love her songwriting. I think she's a natural songwriter. She knows exactly how to structure a song. She knows how to use her voice to emote that song. And I think that what's going to be important for her, again, is how do I see myself on a stage? Am I behind the piano? Am I ever getting outside of my instrument and stepping into the light? And what is my body? How does that move? And I think that's where she can really get some good advice from a mentor like Lzzy, and I think she did.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is an artist in the making. She's got a gorgeous voice. And I think her songwriting is really strong. She had some great lyrics in her application video. She had this, she's strong, she's beautiful, she's you, which was sort of the main line in one of her choruses that I felt was just a great kind of empowering approach, as you were saying about Lzzy, that sort of like authority to be able to empower other women and other young people. I feel here again, this is a person who needs to work on their presentation a little bit, but I feel like she has a lot of potential as a big artist because of her sort of clear songwriting voice and her great big human voice.
I really like the fact that she has this big smoky vocal, which when you look at her, especially in the presentation video, you weren't expecting. It kind of belies her appearance, which I thought was really interesting. And to echo what both Kara and Bonnie said, with this empowering vocal, she's strong, she's beautiful, she's you, turn around, walk away, or take me as I am. You're really putting the foot down as a lyricist, which is something that Lzzy has always done. As Lizzy's A&R person for the last 15 years, I could say it's something that she's really built her career on, as saying, no, this is about us. This is not about anyone else. And I think that Jessa really taps into that with how she's writing, which is really impressive.
I don't know what I expected, 'cause it was all too good to be true. I'm your favorite Monday morning, but I thought I'd be your Saturdays too. Leaning on my shoulder, and I get it, I really do. But I'd be your tutor if you asked me to, so please stop hitting me up for homework answers. It sucks, 'cause you only want me when I'm giving you something. I could be getting paid, but I do it for free, 'cause you matter to me, regrettably.
I think that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song. I think it's so hooky. Love the idea that, I maybe because I was that person who used to hit up people for homework. I just love
And
the
I was the
idea.
homework doer.
I mean, I that she's feeling a little bit like this person is not caring about her and always hitting her up for homework, and she does it anyway because she kind of, likes him. But just such an interesting song, an interesting way to kind of talk about a relationship, and also that really quirky tone. I love the way she played the chorus, where it's kind of like you really hear the chorus because she drops it out, the instrumentation a bit. And the lyrics are just so good. She really, for me, pairing her with Ingrid was perfect, because I met Ingrid when she was a student, and her instrument was piano, but all her songs were written about her true experiences. She always came from a super honest place, and Cameron's coming from the same place, and I felt that they had a lot of similarities. I just think that if Cameron keeps writing songs like that, and her tone, when you hear that tone, you go, okay, yes, that's a very sellable tone, and it's very unique. And if I heard it over and over, I'd be like, that's Cameron, that's Cameron, that's Cameron. And I think that's super important in today's market. And I loved her sort of almost innocence, that she was just sitting there and writing her story and not even caring about where it fit in the market. And I think that that's really important for artists today to remember. You're not trying to just write hits, you're trying to write your truth.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this, as an artist, she could bring indie to the Hot 100, right? Like, she has that really, I don't know, very authentic and convincing sort of understated approach to what she's doing, as opposed to an artist who's always doing big voice. This is somebody who's sliding it in, right? And in a really subtle vocal performance and a really subtle song. I love this song. I agree with Kara that it's got it's a great concept. It's easy to write a song about being asked to do something that you kind of wish you wouldn't do for anybody else, and you're doing it because you like the person. But framing it around doing somebody's homework, first of all, it puts it into high school and youth mode, and it also just makes it specific and unique. And this is the kind of song I'm going to remember as I forget many of the other songs, that I hear every day. So my favorite line in the song was, "I did it for free because you matter to me." And I think
I love
Great,
that.
great
It's
line.
the stakes,
Great
right?
line.
Such a
It's
great
like what
line.
we're talking about here is, you matter. And even if you're asking me to do something I don't feel comfortable doing, I'm going to do it because I care about you. Love it.
I
Do
think
you
the
know
whole
what's so weird
concept.
about? Wait, PP, can I just say one thing? You know what's so
Sure.
weird about Cameron, pairing Cameron with Ingrid, is we've all had a hand in Ingrid's, development, in the sense that she went to school at Berkeley. I was one of her teachers, as was Bonnie,
She
and
was my
saw her
first
talent
directed
early
study I
on.
ever taught.
I know. And then, I signed her to publishing, and Pete signed her to a record label, Atlantic Stern
Hey,
Homes. So maybe that could be someday. Who knows, right?
for sure. For me, Cameron, the fact what Bonnie picked up on, the whole concept of the song about homework is so relatable and smart in a very, very clever way. That got my attention. I think what gave me a little pause on Cameron's performance was that she was focused more on the I think on getting the song out than she was on the performance itself, and it came off a little lacking in dynamic. So that would be my feedback for her, to kind of work on the performance part of how you're getting this song across, because the writing is very encouraging.
Why you playing with me? Why you do that? Why you sitting there acting like you ain't know that I'm a lover, but boo, I'm a pro. I'm Aphrodite, high and mighty from my head to my toes. And you're looking mighty fine over the screen. Might have to slide for some FaceTime if you know what I mean. But you're playing with my heart, the whole lot surgical team. Shit, revive me when it's clear and when it's no more a dream. Gee, I'm not a messer, I promise. I just got needs in my knowledge. I really studied them books, and so my brain is real solid. The fire blood in my heart, my moon is Gemini. Not to scare you, but baby, just let me clarify. Baby, please. Oh, please. Let me put this loving on you. Oh, it's not what we used to.
I am obsessed with Jovan. I have a warm spot in my heart for him. I thought that this was one of the strongest submissions. Everything about it is great, in my opinion. He's got this smooth vocal. I love that he incorporated this kind of rap talky. His visuals, you can tell he takes a lot of care and thinks about how he wants to present himself in the song. I love the songwriting. I love the throwback quality, the way he plays with you in his vocal performance, and the fact that he's doing this a lot himself. He's writing the songs. I think he has a producer that he works with, but it's mostly his brainchild. And I think to be a really successful artist today, you have to be doing everything. You can't just think about the songs. You have to think about the way you're going to present it, what kind of video it's going to be, what you're going to look like, how you're going to look into the camera, and really convince the audience that this is your heart and soul that you're opening up. And I think he does a really good job of doing that. And to me, he's very mainstream and very marketable, and just, I don't know, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I feel the same. Great vibe. The vibe is there.
Vibe
His,
all
Vibe,
his
all vibe.
performance,
all
as
day with
he's,
vibe.
all day, like looking at me, like I feel like he's talking right to me in that song.
Is he
And I
looking at
love
you,
the way that he
Bonnie?
put that video together. It's so you just don't get bored, and it's only on him too. So it's amazing. He's delivering this song and I'm listening to every line because of the way that he performed in that video. So this young artist is a great performer. And I agree, he's got it all under control. He's got his performance, he's got his visuals put together, he's got a really consistent sound that's on brand with what he's doing. And I don't really see any problems going forward.
Especially when he's singing to you, Bonnie.
Yes,
No
when he's
problem
singing
with
only to me.
I love that.
I love that he knows who he is. And that's something that as an A&R person, when we're constantly reviewing people and their art and their artistry and their writing and their performance, you kind of get a sense of, who really understands themselves. And that's something that he had going on for sure. Super likable, really good looking. The one thing that I would disagree with you on, Kara, is I just want to hear him sing. I don't want to hear him rap. I don't want to hear him sing. I love his voice. It's so smooth. It's so easy to listen to that the first song that he did, Shady Sunshine, is so easy on the ear. I just want to hear him sing all day long.
Good,
Wow.
agreed. I love
That's
the singing
big,
too.
'cause
Yeah.
that's big coming from Pete.
Something about the way you said your name when you introduced yourself made me overwhelmed. Early love was sexy, passion, crazy type of shit you see in movies. Oh, I want you for myself. I'm nervous, wonder how our story ends. Will we make it? I don't wanna just be friends. We're both hoping for a happy ever after, but we won't know till the end of the chapter.
So good. I gotta go there on this one. I mean, that song is smoking hot melodically. It's, there's nothing like it. And he absolutely sells it. Like again, we have a person whose brand is super consistent in terms of the way that he's presenting the song. He's like sitting on a couch with his leg up, like it's sort of got this comfortable thing, and he's sort of looking into the camera and then averting his eyes. So it's this shy, the song is about wanting to say things and not being able to say them. And then he really presents it in that way. So, and he's got a beautiful voice. And so the whole package is here. Again, we have an artist who is really clear on who he is able to give authentic performances, is able to write songs with really memorable melodies that are going to go the distance, going up against the kinds of stuff that we've got on the charts right now. I just think he's going to go all the way.
I really like Jay. What intrigued me about Jay is, as I looked at everything, I looked at his initial presentation submission video, I looked at his post-mentorship interview, and then I looked at the final song that he sent in. I just want to get to know his world, want to know more about the world he's creating, because like a Sam Smith or a Ben Platt or a Troye Sivan, there's something that he's creating that is really, really inviting. And even in his interview, when he refers to one of his submissions as a mid-tempo produced gay love song, I was all about wanting to hear more about what he's thinking, what he's singing, what he's writing. I'm all in on Jay.
What was his submission song, you guys? It was Happy.
Feel Some Happy.
Feel Some Happy.
Which is such a great title.
Yeah, I really love Jay's submission song, Feel Some Happy. I thought it was one of the most beautiful songs I've heard in a while, and I really thought Charlotte Lawrence would connect with what he was writing about and his style. And he has an incredible voice. His eyes they just connect with you, and you can really tell he feels what he's singing. For me, I really loved the Feel Some Happy song more than I loved the Finalist song, just because not everyone can write Feel Some Happy. That song is truly coming from a very honest place. And while his submission for the final round feels very commercial, I think that Jay should continue to go a bit more inward. To me, he feels like a little Sasha Sloan, like a male Sasha Sloan. And I think he does have a career in front of him, a big career. And he should just drill down more on what makes him so unique, because there's so much about him that's unique.
His voice is great too, especially when he sings
Yeah.
live. Really, really strong.
Oh, and you can just tell he's so into it, you know, in the way his eyes meet the camera. He's very engaging.
I don't know what day it is, but that's okay. With everything on fire, it's not like it would matter anyway. And all my little ghosts hide in the corners, making friends with all my monsters and getting better. But I see them all the time, and someday I won't be scared of the dark or the way that I feel. And some way I'll let go of what's been holding me back and watch how I heal.
So JANIE has such a sweet tone, and there's such a kind of innocence about her and a purity, and I love that. I think that for this song, there was a lot more instrumental than vocal going on, especially with her little, the motif that was in there, which I really loved from a songwriting place. But I'm not sure I would have picked this song because it doesn't show her vocals like the first submission did.
The first submission was so strong. I felt like I loved her voice on the first submission, and this one felt a little like it was being underplayed a little bit.
But I do love the way her visual goes with the song. She has a certain kind of earthy innocence about her, and that's very much reflected in kind of the dorm room with the lights. And there's a lot of that going on TikTok right now, and it's very current. And I do love her tone and the sort of, you know, you could hear every word, the way she enunciates. It's very crystal clear. I think though that there's more to her voice, and I want to see her kind of go all over her range more and pick those songs where she's not in the very, very low end. Although I thought that was quite daring of her to go almost where her register was breaking, because it really shows the emotion. But I think this was a better song to show your writing than actually maybe your voice.
I couldn't agree more, because I was thinking as she was singing just then, I thought, wow, that is a really strong melody. And, you know,
Really
as I'm
strong.
teaching teaching students how to write songs that have these, you know, that have repeated rhythms, but yet there's these beautiful sort of melodic motifs going on in the writing. And, so, and her first submission was great too. I feel like as a writer that she's a bedroom pop style artist, and you're right that is super popular all the time. All the time people are listening to bedroom pop. And it is a more understated kind of presentation. We don't have the big shows of emotion. It's these sort of very subtle kind of gradations. That said, if you're going to do that, you have to figure out a way to still make connection with the audience, for the understatement to not be mistaken for kind of just, you know, failure to care, right? So I think that that's the balance that she's going to have to strike a balance in terms of what her brand is with, you know, finding a way to make more of an emotional connection.
I love his quirkiness. I think he is just so far ahead of the curve at his age. He's producing, he's writing. I love his little hand motions that he does. And to me, he feels like, who was that artist, You Only Get What You Give? A little Greg Alexander.
Greg Alexander. Gee
Like,
whiz. There's the
what was
first Greg
that?
Alexander reference today. New
What was that
Radicals.
band? What?
New Radicals.
New Radicals.
The New Radicals. He totally feels like a baby New Radicals. He's so good at his instrumentation. He knows how to move to his music. He's totally in it. He's digging it. And he's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, another really interesting songwriter. And I think I kind of preferred the second song because it felt like he got
Me
a
too.
lot out of his mentoring session.
Yeah.
You know, the way that he talked about the mentoring session, it seemed to me that he had really taken away some important, it was about hooks. And so this song feels much more sort of centered in terms of what he's saying, and the performance is great. I agree that he is unique, and in a what I think, I mean, sometimes we say unique is sort of like, oh, that's really unique, but with this artist, that uniqueness is going to absolutely set him apart from everybody else because nobody is doing what he's doing right now. So I really liked his second video much more than I liked his first video as well.
Yeah,
So I feel like
me
he's
too.
developing super fast. And I agree. He seems like a one-of-a-kind artist, and these kind of artists really can have quite transcendent careers.
His vocal was very different in the two songs that we watched. So I think
Agreed.
part of me was scratching my head as to, will the real Alex, please stand up? For me, I'd like to see more of who he really is and get a take from there as he moves forward.
All right, so I think we should talk about what we're going to do here. I mean, this is a really hard decision. I fell in love really with the artists who kind of did their own thing. You know, they're not following any trends. They're not looking at what's on the radio right now. And I really want to reward that. And I did see, with Conor and even with Alex, I saw a lot of growth from the first submission to the second submission. Even with JAVON, I saw that. So I don't know, it's a tough decision. What do you guys think?
I think that what you said before about some of these artist submissions, the artists themselves are really stepping up in terms of, hey, these really feel like artists, that they have something to say. They don't care about what's going on around them, like Bonnie said. For me, Jay fits that mold. Conor fits that mold. JAVON fits that mold. Those three really stood out to me as real artists, in the making, that have something to say and have an audience out there waiting to hear them say it.
Yeah, I mean,
Me
I
too.
also thought that way about Alex, though, too. I found that last video of Alex's to be incredible. I'd almost split third place I would put a tie between maybe Alex and Jay. And for me, it's really a big decision between Conor and JAVON.
Who do you prefer out of these two to develop?
I mean, Conor's super, super young. I think that if you were going to I would say JAVON because he's a little bit older, and then Conor second.
I'm with
think?
you. I think JAVON first, Conor second, and then you want to split third with Jay and Alexander.
Jay and Alex.
Cool.
Let's call JAVON.
Hey, there he is.
Oh,
JAVON. You're great, JAVON.
Hello.
Yay! Woohoo!
I know. Wait. Is this?
You win!
For real.
You won.
Are you serious?
Congratulations! Woohoo!
Oh, yo. Thank you. I can't even express how grateful I am. Like seriously, thank you. Like,
Well, thank you. Your stuff is great.
You're fantastic. You're
Yeah, really
fantastic.
impressed.
I can't wait
Great
to continue
songs.
to know, work with you.
Yeah, really exciting. Beautiful.
Awesome.
I mean, you're going to do so well out there.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you all like so much. I'm just so happy to be a vibe for you to, you know, just touch you in that way. Inspire you.
We get it.
Musically.
You did touch us. I mean, you came at us from the screen, and we were like, it's just so smooth, your music, and the way that you really feel like you are an artist. You know, you don't feel like it. You're an artist.
You're a likable artist.
Shows a lot of imagination, creativity, power, will to succeed. But then, the other thing I loved, and I mentioned this in our review, is that you perform these songs on the video and you're looking right at us. And sometimes when artists do that, I'm like, yeah, but I really felt you there. I felt you kind of trying to express your words to us. And so, I just feel like that's so powerful. This is why we do music, right? Is to connect with whoever sees us in a way that's really profound. And I felt that coming from you. So it was a big part of my vote.
I think you can even push yourself more out there, more vulnerable, use your voice even more, because you have a beautiful voice, and I want to see every part of your range.
But I love the fact that he goes back and forth between rapping and singing, and that comfort of using both is it's rare. Most rappers, they can't sing, so being able to rap like that and to sing, I think is going to be a big part of you being successful.
I'm just taking this all in, taking this present moment in, like, it's crazy. I'm just, it's truly an honor to like hear you both speak of me that way, like, because at the end of the day, all I want to do is, I really want to, continue to grow with my artistry every day, and continue to inspire and connect with people. And as you said, I think that's super important, as an artist, connect with people, and ultimately at the end of the day, that's all I want to do. I just want to be an impact. I want to be something different. Mm-hmm. I want to bring my voice and bring my story out into the world while also having fun with it. So just to hear you guys,
that's going to make you a great artist.
Thank you.
Yeah, you made the connection with me. That's all
make you a great artist.
Say. Yeah. So,
did you think you were going to win?
I was kind of nervous. I was kind of anxious about it. I was like, because I'm a huge overthinker, so I was like all night last night, and it was a full moon too, so I was like, come on, universe. I said, come on, please. And I was just like, I had a gut feeling, but it's just I didn't want to get my hopes up too much, but also it's like, why not dream big? Thank you.
It was really nice to meet you, for real.
Buddy.
It was nice to meet you. Well, I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Javon.
All right.
And there we have it, everyone. A huge congratulations to our Sing It Forward winner, Javon. And the grand prize winner, Javon, takes home a Zoom mentorship opportunity with Atlantic Records president of A&R, Pete Gambar, a Berklee College of Music summer session scholarship, a $1,000 gift card, a 1-year subscription to global music distributor Level, and an upcoming slot on Cover Nation's weekly livestream series, Takeover Tuesday. If you haven't already, watch the music video for his seriously catchy song, Shady Sunshine, by clicking on the icon in the top right. I wish him the best in his very, very bright future. And I also want to give a big congratulations to our Sing It Forward runner-up, Conor, and to Jay Allen and Alexander Hensley, who tied for third. Please go check out all of our semi-finalist performances on on Cover Nation. That's a wrap. Season 1 of Sing It Forward is in the books. Remember, all proceeds from Sing It Forward benefit the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, and their formation of a Youth Ambassador Academy. If you can afford to give even just $1, please hit that donation button and support our friends at NAMI. Thank you for all of your support. Please like, follow, and subscribe to Cover Nation to watch all of these amazing performances and highlights and to stay up to date on the next season of Sing It Forward. I'm your host, Kurt Hugo Schneider. Thank you so much for watching. Be well, be safe, rock on.